Hello everyone, it's been a while. My name is Felicia, and allow me to reintroduce myself. I make F1 vids in my spare time. I am an American expat that's been living in the UK for the past 7 years. Have been watching Formula 1 for about 10-ish years, but haven't really gotten into it until quite recently. So I like to make comments on things and like to create content for you guys to enjoy and have discussion and discourse. Let's get to it. I guess what I wanted to do is just say I am so excited for 2021 season. Pre-season testing in Bahrain is a week away. Liveries are being released. They should be done, I think, by the 10th with Ferrari. Shakedowns are being done. The season's approaching, and yay, I can just smell it. Yes, are you all excited? I want to go into 10 things that I am hyped for the 2021 season in no particular order at all. So number one, is this Red Bull's year? We say that we've been saying that for a while, right? But let's see. As we look into 2022 regulations, there's always sometimes a bit of a wild card and a transition year from the teams. Checo and Max, strongest pairing on the grid, in my opinion. Let's see if Checo, understands the car. That's a bit, very hard to kind of manage, as we've heard, and if he's able to get his qualifying up to speed and within that time window that I know that Red Bull would be looking into. So potentially, it is their year. Number two, Aston Martin's back on the grid after 60 years. Exciting. They had a livery release yesterday with much fanfare, and they had James Bond and Tom Brady doing the livery reveals, all very slick. Does that actually translate to performance? Because that's actually all we care about anyway. So be really curious to see, and are we going to get a revitalized Sebastian Vettel as well? I think we're going to get a version of 2015 from him. I'm definitely expecting some podiums, maybe a win or two. Let's go. I don't know. Let's see. Number three. Midfield, Formula 1.5. Is this the best we've ever had? I'm really excited. So we have teams like Ferrari. I don't want to put them in midfield, but they're going to be Ferrari, Aston Martin, Alpine, McLaren, all these teams vying for the midfield positions. So I'm really excited, and they have great talent in those midfields. So I'd be so curious to see who's going to get number three in the Constructors' Championships or maybe the Drivers' Championships. Number four, rookies. My money is on Yuki Tsunoda. I know we also have Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher in the Haas, but I'll be really curious to see how they get on. Because I think Yuki's a buzzed talent, and obviously Mick has, of course, the last name and the legacy. So I'll be curious to see how he gets on. I don't expect much from Haas, unfortunately, this year. I think they might be the 2018 Williams. But we shall see. Number five, Lewis, and number eight. He's going to win it, right? Come on. So what race are we going to put in? I'm going to put Monza. He's going to win the race by September. Number six, teammate battles. We have Charles versus Charles and Ferrari. Be curious to see how that goes. Clear number one in Charles Leclerc, but then, of course, Carlos wants to stamp his authority, and he's not a wilting flower. Then we have Alpine. We definitely have Fernando Alonso being Fernando Alonso, and Esteban Ocon. He did get his podium in Sakir, but Alonso might get the better. He'll probably get the best out of Ocon. I'm more curious to see how he deals with the management and the lack of team principle. Point that. McLaren with a pure number one, number two in Daniel and Lando. I'm so curious to see how that folds, how that's going to shape out, because, they were the banter team or jokey team, and Carlos and Lando. It's serious now. They have finished P3. They have a Mercedes engine, so they're going to have more expectations, and Daniel Ricciardo leading that team, so there's going to be expectations there. Number seven, new tracks. Cool, Zanzibar, excited for it. I know we were supposed to see it last year, but I'm excited to see it this year. And on top of that, having Australia move to the back end, it'll be quite interesting to see how that shapes out, if that'll affect the championship, not necessarily the drivers, but the Constructors' Championships as well. Okay, number eight, reserve drivers in COVID. Are we going to see them again? Potentially. I kind of want to see that happening, not because of COVID, but obviously, I don't want to see that, but I'd be curious to see if that shapes up again with vaccination schedules and the rollout and seeing how everything goes. Hopefully everything is safe, but something to think about. Number 9, silly season. We have many drivers out of contract at the end of 2021, including Team Mercedes with Valtteri and Lewis, and George Russell and Williams. So are we going to see those storylines creep up again? Yes, many versions of that, I'm sure, at some point. We also have Checo was on a 1-year deal. Lando Norris is out of contract at the end of 2021, sorry. I think it is. Esteban Ocon also out of contract as well. Pierre Gasly out of contract as well. So there's many moves that we can think of in 2021. Oh, Kimi, I think also out of contract at the end of the season. Last but not least, in number 10, seeing fans again in the stands for many races, hopefully in the calendar. So I'm hoping, at least in the summertime beyond, we might be able to see fans, not the kind of muted versions of what we saw in Portmanteau and Mugello, but hopefully we can see fans in the stands and have everyone have fun back at the races again. So tell me what you think. What would you like to see? Are you excited for 2021? Let me know in the comments and questions. Hope you have a great day, everyone.